Hi everyone, it's Dr. Christy Taylor here, and welcome back to another episode of the Prescription for Career Success podcast. Today, I want to talk about something every job seeker feels at some point: that pressure, that heaviness, that constant cycle of applying, waiting, and wondering if things will ever move forward. Job searching can feel overwhelming, not just because of the process itself, but because of how we think about the process. A lot of the stress comes from treating the job search like a pass or fail test. We feel like every application needs to land, every interview needs to be perfect, and every rejection means something is wrong with us. When you carry all of that mentally, of course the process feels heavy. But there's a mindset shift that takes so much of that pressure off, and it's one I teach my clients all the time. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to get hired," I want you to shift into thinking, "I'm collecting data and building momentum." That one change alone can make the entire job search feel lighter. Because once you stop taking every rejection personally and start looking at it as information, you regain control. Every application, every interview, even every no, gives you clues about what's working and what needs to be adjusted. Suddenly, you're not failing, you're learning. You're refining your strategy. You're moving forward one small step at a time. This mindset works because it pulls your attention away from the outcome and brings it back to the process. And when you focus on the process, you naturally start to make smarter decisions. You notice patterns, like which industries respond the fastest or which version of your resume performs best. You catch things you didn't see before. You adjust with confidence instead of frustration. That's where clarity grows, and that's where momentum starts to build. One of the best ways to support this shift is simply tracking what you're doing. Just jot down which roles you applied to, how you tailored your resume, what responses you received, and what interviews taught you. When you track your process, you stop guessing. You start seeing progress in real time, even if the offer isn't in your inbox yet. And it helps to set goals you can actually control. Instead of saying, "I have to land a job by next month," try shifting to things like, "I'm going to reach out to a few people this week," or "I'm going to tighten my interview story today." These small actions create momentum without draining your energy. When rejection shows up, and it will, remind yourself that it's not a reflection of your worth. It's information you can use to get better. Sometimes roles close internally. Sometimes the competition is intense. Sometimes the timing just isn't right. None of that has anything to do with your potential. So instead of asking, "Why didn't they pick me?" start asking, "What can I learn from this?" That question alone turns frustration into clarity. You'll also notice this mindset shift gives you permission to get curious again. Instead of worrying about failing, you start exploring. You start asking better questions in interviews. You look at roles with an open mind instead of judging every opportunity too quickly. And you start paying attention to what actually aligns with your strengths and your values, because the goal is not to impress everyone, it's to find the place where you can thrive. Most job seekers who make this shift tell me the same thing. The anxiety drops. The overwhelm quiets down. Their confidence grows. They stop spiraling after rejections. They show up in interviews more grounded. And they start seeing traction because they're making decisions from clarity instead of panic. Now, of course, embracing this mindset doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. It just means giving yourself room to breathe. Job searching is hard, but it becomes so much easier when you stop putting pressure on every single moment and start trusting the process you're building. And trust me, you can build a process that works. If you're ready to strengthen your mindset even further and get the clarity you need during your transition, I'd love for you to check out Prescription for Career Success. Elevate your mindset. Transform your career. It's a powerful book filled with insights, stories, and strategies that help you lead your career with purpose and resilience. Remember, your job search is not a test. It's a journey When you approach it with curiosity and consistency, the process feels lighter, your confidence gets stronger, and the right opportunities start showing up. You're building momentum with every step you take. I'm Dr. Christy Taylor, and I'll see you in the next episode. Keep showing up. Keep